empezamos aquí el pilot episode de Kayfabe Island. Eh, por aquí Luis, con mi pana Josh. Mira,
Alrighty.
brother, ok, hablando claro. Hay bastantes cosas que hablar, pero es increíble que solo tenemos que hablar de dos cosas en específico. Y siento que nos vamos a encargar de un montón aquí que decir. Así que detállame por favor, por principio, vamos a empezar con el Mania Card. Estamos aquí, la lucha libre WWE WrestleMania 42 empieza pronto. Eso viene siendo el 18 y el 19. Corrígeme si estoy bien o si estoy mal.
April 19 and April 18. Yeah.
18 y 19 fue el año pasado. 19.
Yeah, it was this. It's this year, 18 and 19.
Ah,
I know because I'm
ok.
gonna be in Vegas, but I'm not going to the show.
¡Bú! Patético.
Too
Usted no
expensive.
gusta.
Too expensive, my guy.
Pero
WWE is
está
screwing
bien
all of
caro, está
us
bien caro.
people.
De verdad que yo no puedo contar con que ni siquiera cuando vinieron para Puerto Rico, definitivamente fue algo que yo ni podía llegar. Yo guardé chavo y contigo eso no conseguí ticket.
Oh, I got that shit sold out fast. I know,
Demasiado.
and just based on experience, I did go. They just handled. For some reason, the website was just very weird. And handling it was
Etiquetera,
all random.
brother, ese sitio web es una porquería. Definitivamente, no es una
Yeah,
porquería.
Piquetera for some reason was just randomizing the seats. I don't know if that was normal before or
Sí,
not.
sí, sí, sí. Tú no, es que
So
ya tú estabas en Estados Unidos. Tiquetera does that on a regular basis. If it's a big event like WWE, they're gonna randomize seats because they want to make sure that because the thing is there's a lot of scalpers nowadays. There's a lot of scalpers, and it's been becoming a trend donde van a comprar todos los boletos del frente y los van a empezar a revender. Y la cosa es que la gente los quiere. So, el power play básicamente viene siendo que compren los más baratos y los venden más caros. So, tú puedes ver, por ejemplo, un asiento de las palomas que tenía como precio 30 y pico pesos, irse
yeah,
por como $75 a $80.
I mean now WWE charges 3 times that much, but
Sí, sí, pero yo estoy hablando aquí como tal.
yeah, I know. Just
Sí,
how the
que
prices have changed since
definitivo.
2023.
Ya, definitivo. Pues, ajá.
Because I don't want to gloat, but I had decent seats, and I do show up on the feed once or twice throughout
No,
the
Sacha,
event. If you
sí.
if you rewatch it, you end up actually seeing me. But
Well, I have to keep a lookout. En ese caso, tengo que mirar, tengo que mirar.
I can
All right.
maybe I can maybe screenshot the exact time for you
Pues ya
because
sabes.
in the Bad Bunny match it shows it like when the
Ah,
camera cuts to one of the signs.
papá, eso yo lo vi en un restaurante que ya ni existe. Cerraron el restaurante y nos quedamos viendo el evento. Y gritamos como locos porque eso era al aire libre.
Okay.
De verdad yo me gocé
I,
al final
what
del
you
día.
experienced with the Hardys when you went to Mania years ago is what I had with that event.
Sí, mi gente. Pues yo tuve el privilegio de ir a WrestleMania 33. ¡Qué diablo! Ya son 9 años. ¡Ah!
When did that
¡Ah!
Event? Because I really have lost track of all the mid 30s.
Ese fue o sea, que te diga cuál es o que no te acuerdas cuál es el 33.
I remember the main event, and I've rewatched that Hardys match a bunch of times,
Ya,
so
el
I know the
33 ese
event.
fue en Florida, en Camping World Stadium. Definitivamente yo te puedo decir que ese tipo de evento vale la pena para lo que era antes. Eso es un evento que yo no tendría queja de que fuera 7 horas, lo cual prácticamente fue cuando yo fui. Porque si tú incluyes lo que es el entrar, por ejemplo, yo entré a las 3:30 y me fui de allí a las 12 prácticamente de la madrugada. El evento acabó como a las 12. Porque entré a las 3:30, pero el evento empezó como a las 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of 7 hours por ahí, roughly. Y yo digo que para lo que uno gastó, like, I think I spent like 230 something, I think, on tickets. I was up there, but it was a big ass stadium. Que de verdad fue algo increíble. Y just being able to see, like, for example, The Undertaker. Even though it wasn't a great match, por lo menos seeing Bray Wyatt in the same building. Like now that I think about it, that was a hell of a Mania to be in. I think
Mhm.
that was AJ Styles' first Mania. I
Mm.
think that was his first Mania. I'm not
What was
sure.
33? No.
It was in
Uh,
33 or was it? No, he wasn't in 32. 32 was the one that
yeah,
30,
he fought Jericho in his first Mania, if I'm not mistaken. So that was
yeah,
2016, I think.
2016. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, cuz he got in the Rumble. He came in the Rumble
Yeah,
2016.
that's
So second Mania. Cuz
yeah,
he
but
fought Shane. I think he fought Shane in the one I saw.
Jesus.
Yeah. Pero okay, so match card. What do we got for this Mania 42?
So after yesterday's Raw, a couple of matches have been finally confirmed. Where I'll touch on this after I read out this card, but
Dale.
we have likely the main event of night two being Roman versus Punk. We have Stephanie versus Liv Morgan for the heavyweight title.
Okay.
We have Cody versus Randy for the WWE. Oh, I should say the actual name, Undisputed WWE Championship, even though
Mhm.
it's not undisputed anymore. But moving on, we have Jade Cargo versus Mama Ripley for the WWE Women's title. We have the most important match on the card for at least for me, Obafemi versus Brock
Oof,
Lesnar.
definitely.
Lesnar. AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I don't think they even mentioned that yesterday when they were on. I don't think they were even on Raw.
Mhm.
We have, based on recent events of SmackDown, Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams for the WWE United States
That I
Championship.
think should and hopefully will be turned into a triple threat or maybe even a fatal four way. But continue.
Yeah. We have Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre in an unsanctioned match, which
Mm-hmm.
means it's not in the record books and anything goes. Just another name for hardcore at this point. We have Dirty Dom versus Finn Balor in a non-title match,
Hell yeah.
which makes sense because of
It,
all that AAA.
it makes
Uh,
sense, but it would have been nice to actually have it be for a title.
it would. It's just how do you work this AAA deal if this guy is the baby face over there? You wouldn't want Finn to beat him then. So it's like Grande
No.
Americano situation too. It's
Yeah,
just odd.
yeah. In a way,
Like how are we
yeah.
balancing this? And after yesterday's Raw, we have officially confirmed Seth Rollins is back in action after I think it was shoulder injury
Was
back in November. He's fully cleared, thank God. And now instead of Braun Breaker because of his hernia injury, he will now be facing Gunther, which thank God Gunther's on the card at least because he was originally scheduled to be facing Rey
Rey
Mysterio.
Mysterio, but Rey got injured too.
Yeah,
This
Ray has.
we should
I think
definitely
he.
also talk a little bit about the amount of injured wrestlers that there are. But we'll talk
Yeah,
about that. I'll search up the list, because it's amazing how many there are right now that are injured.
yeah, and especially Seth versus Gunther is basically a product of everybody in this party got injured, and then Gunther's just
Definitely,
like, "Well, shit, I got nothing right now.
yeah.
I got
Let's
you guys got to put me in, right? Yeah, we got you.
in a way, yeah, in a way they do. So
Yeah,
okay, so where do you want to start off with? What match?
uh, I haven't finished yet.
Oh,
There's two more
we're
matches.
still on match. Okay, this is
Yeah.
definitely why they went with the two nighters.
Oh yeah, like I prefer it this way because you'll at least have a break, but it
Yeah,
means double the ticket price at this point. But
that's true.
either here nor there. And then finally, after many weeks of essential setup, because this is one of the most set up matches on this card, we will have a fatal four-way women's tag team title match, being Nia Jax and Lash Legend, the champs, versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, yay, versus Bailey and Lyra Valkyria, yay, versus the Bella Twins. Alright then. And then finally, the most random match basically made on this card was confirmed yesterday, and it is Penta Cero Miedo defending the IC title in a ladder match versus JD McDonough, cool, Dragon Lee, cool, Rusev, okay, I don't know why, but moving on, and Javon Evans making his Mania debut. Well, actually, three of these guys are making their Mania debuts, but
Yeah.
still, in a five-way ladder match, which that screams fun, but everybody and their mama gotta admit that this is just added on for tickets, which I won't complain. But I will complain that Carmelo is not on the card yet.
Yes, yet as of today, we still got like what, two SmackDowns like left.
He, the third 10, and if they don't do WrestleMania SmackDown, which they do at this point, but
We got, hold on, one, two. Yeah, they probably will. They probably will. So
which
we
I don't
got
count as
three.
WrestleMania.
We
But
got Okay, so we got three SmackDowns where we could potentially see them add Mello, which, let's be honest, needs to happen. It
the,
needs to happen. We need you gotta get justice for Mello. We gotta get justice for Mello. Cause I don't know. Look, I love Sami Zayn as much as the next guy. But why though?
it's,
Why do this? I don't see the whole point. Like, I can understand if they were iffy about Mello going into Mania, but like, you're trying to build new superstars, and I don't know if maybe it's okay. So basically, my thought process on and I think we're just starting with the Mello with the Trick and Sammy matches, like the beginning, because I just
yeah.
gotta talk this out. Um, so my main grief with the whole Sami Zayn and Carmelo thing, I love Sami Zayn. I really do. I've always loved him. I have never been a hater, even though people have recently started to hate him. Eh, but my grief with it is if they're trying to basically avoid giving one of the two the loss, like for example, if Mello was still champ and have him go against Trick, I think they probably did not want either of them to get the pin because they were scared that they would, I don't know, maybe it would hurt them. So my guess is that they will be adding Mello because he's got to fight it. Like he after this whole thing we just heard that it was Trick versus Sammy. Mello's nowhere to be seen. And even though the rematch clauses are a dime a dozen nowadays,
Mhm.
Mello can fight it. And you know you're going to get a fucking amazing match. What I think is that maybe the reason Sammy won the title, and mind you, he won it via shenanigans. He
Mhm.
didn't win it clean. I think it's so that Trick wins the title, but he pins Sammy instead of Mello.
Yeah.
And then with that whole build up, they will go and have a feud where Mello either gets it back or Trick beats him. So because I think Mello was doing really well as a champion. I don't see it being like a bad title run. I do
Mhm.
wish it would have been longer. I do wish he would have gone into Mania. O sea, que llegara a Mania y que se fuera y lograra entrar como campeón.
Mhm.
But I understand why they would probably do this. I think it's stupid, pero estoy tratando de como que tener una ideología de cómo que esto está pasando, why are they doing this y esto.
Uh, if you're done, let me point it because I don't want to interrupt you. I'm
No, no,
trying
go
to make
ahead, go
sure.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I'm trying to make sure that I because I notice I do that a lot to
No, no,
people even at
adelante,
work.
adelante. Tíralo para si
So,
tú escuchas una pausa bien chévere, es que yo me quedé callado.
okay, it's just that the but to start off, like you're trying to find logic in this. There is and there isn't logic because you be using this for Sammy's heel turn because he keeps getting screwed over and yada yada.
Sí, se puede ver también eso.
Cody's the golden boy, so this could fit for that. But the problem is that we are trying to find the logic, and then just yesterday you made a five-way ladder match with no logic to it. Just ooh, this is gonna be fun. You could have done that same thing for Mello.
We
basically.
literally you could have done the like a ladder match for the U.S. title instead of the
Exactly. That
intercontinental.
that that idea could have been for either side, and it actually would have fit more Melo's side because of the open challenge. Like, you know what? I want to be at Mania, so Sabbath Gateway, I'm gonna fucking throw out the gauntlet. Anybody that I beat that
And
can be
then
in a
just
ladder
have a
match,
shit
screw.
ton of people get in the ring and they're like, okay, you want everybody wants a piece? You get a ladder match.
Yeah, like if you wanted to include Aleister Black, you could have Ilya again because they make magic together. Tricky Sammy, they already had their story somewhat going, so it was still semi unclear if they would even have their Mania match. Because that's something I could get into later during Raw. Is that
See,
some of the potential Mania matches look like they won't happen anymore. Some of them for the best, some of them not maybe, but it's just trying to make this card as I guess that the word they want to use is coherent or eye appealing.
I guess.
Because Trick versus Sammy for the U.S. title, I'm happy about. I'm happy to see the championships defended in any way, shape, or form. Honestly, Trick is gonna win, and I'm happy for that too. Because he the man.
If he doesn't win, this is just bullshit.
I mean, if he doesn't win, it's because Sammy actually became heel.
Esa es la
Because
única,
that,
literalmente la única manera. Es la única manera.
because that's the other key to this pie too. Is that if this is all based for character changes and such, it'll do its job, but it's still sad. It's at the expense of Carmelo, who
See.
was doing good, etc.
Yeah,
Because the U.S. title has been okay. I looked this up in Cage Match. That title has been defended since that Open Challenge has started more than it has been in like the last decade. I swear.
con Melo.
With Melo, Sammy, and Dragunov combined, all their weekly defenses, the title's never been defended that frequent in so long. So the title feels relevant, and it
Yeah.
helps, and it basically helps the shows, just like Penta with his open IC challenges.
Yeah, both of them were doing this stuff, and I think that's the best thing you can do with mid card titles because you can actually have a risk of playing or like you can play hot potato with a mid card title. You
Hmm.
can because it's not that it's not relevant, but it's not the same weight as the main event title that the champion really does have to represent the company. You can't just hot potato it because there's more to that. I think that if they're doing a hot potato, it can be with the mid card titles because like people are into it, but it's no como que algo que está bien por encima de la trayectoria que tiene WWE with how the champion is represented because you don't really see them a lot in anywhere in social media like or any media in general. You see the main champions. That's what you mainly
Hmm.
see, which I think they should change that. I think that every champion should be involved in some shape or form outside of the ring. Like you want your titles to mean something. Have the champions actually showcase the titles. Like for example, dude, mind you, para mí, Logan Paul did amazing when he had the U.S. title. He took it everywhere, everywhere, even to the shower. He took it every fucking where, and I think that's the best thing you can do with a mid card title. The titles should be everywhere. Logan had it in Impulsive. He had it in his vlogs. He had it on his social media. He knew what to do with that title. I think Logan was a very good stepping stone for what you can do with a mid card title. And people don't give him enough credit for that. I think it's very valid. Es bien válido que el tipo sabe. Es que el tipo es un social. Él es un marketing gem. He freaking knows how to market. So he knows how to market the title. They did good. I think that uh, we could see a day where he goes and gets more title wins if he starts going full timer, which I think he's close to doing.
I think technically he already is.
Yeah, I think he is already.
He's
He's being
he's
seen a
already
lot more.
fully on board.
Yeah, he loves
Like
he loves this thing. He didn't think much of it, but he's been admiring it more, and I've noticed that.
I'm not gonna jump on the Logan praise, but I just want to mention that you and the Undertaker think the same thing, that he elevated the belt. I
I think
disagree,
so.
but I disagree, but that's
I
just
don't
a
think
pet
he elevated the belt. I don't think he elevated the belt.
it's
I
just a pet
think,
peeve of mine,
yeah,
basically,
yeah, I
that
understand.
if whoever has the title, for example, Lesnar type of situation or
Hmm.
Roman, if I don't see if you're not showing up often or defending it often, that's just a pet peeve of mine.
I
You're just
understand.
wasting time,
Y yo lo
especially Dave.
entiendo. Claramente eso es válido. What I'm saying con él no es tanto que él elevó el título. Porque quien lo elevó fue John Cena. Let's be
Yeah.
honest. Cena's the GOAT in terms of US title defenses.
Like, every title has its like its
Exactly.
uptake, and then
Precisely.
just declines a good bit.
But my thing with Logan was that he made it like he made it a thing that I think WWE caught on. De que with those titles you can do a lot of more shit with it. Like tú puedes hacer un montón de cosas fuera de WWE, fuera del ring, con ese título. Y fue que Logan de verdad empezó a vacilar con el título. And he managed to do something with it that no, let's be honest, nobody else did it the same way. Es verdad. Is I'm not. I'm gonna. I gotta give credit where credit is due. Dude, they gave him something to do. Nobody expected him to be good with it, and he just took it and made it something very different. He literally walked around with that thing like it was the actual WWE title. That's how much he enjoyed having that title. So se la tengo que dar. Now, going back to the whole thing with the situation, I think it's gonna be a great match. I do hope and I feel that they are gonna add Mello to the title match. Si meten a Ilya estaría durísimo, pero yo creo que el tiempo es bien corto. El tiempo es bien corto para meter a Ilya. Porque
Huh.
Melo ya está inicialmente conectado. Ilya, si se va a meter, tienen que hacerlo on the SmackDown.
Unfortunately, I don't think like Melo has all the reasoning to
Exactly. Por
make
eso
a
digo
triple threat. So
que
like,
para mí, it's Melo. Melo has to get into the match.
I just remembered your initial point that if maybe they didn't want to do Trick versus Melo,
Mm.
which I would. Right now, I wouldn't have done that match either. Just because I hate redoing NXT feuds is one thing, but
Sí, pero que la cosa es esa.
both of them have like a vibe to them, and
Yeah,
Trick at this point would have murdered Carmelo.
true.
He would have murdered
Pero
Carmelo's vibe
which
completely.
I think that it's better if they add Sammy to the mix because he can take like él puede ser el tanque, coge todos los cantazos.
Mhm.
um and they can see like people because the thing is even though NXT right now is considered to be decent enough with at the same level or even a little bit with SmackDown and Raw, there's a lot of people that don't see it. Hay mucha gente que no ve NXT. So many people don't know that Mello and Trick had banger matches. Like, they don't know. So, yo creo que como Mania is more of a casual viewer thing, let's be honest. They probably didn't expect people to be on board with Mello versus Trick. So maybe add Sammy to it, para elevate it. This is somebody we know. Oh, who are these upcomers? Maybe this will be a good match. The intention is to have Sammy as the el llamar la atención, el que llama la atención, pero la sorpresita, la sorpresita, la cajita sorpresa del fast food va a ser Melo y Trick metiendo un banger match. Para mí, you can do this. Knock Sammy out like for like 5 to 7 minutes of the match and have Mello and Trick 1v1ing and then just have Sammy come in, hit a haluva kick, and then accidentally slip or something, and then Trick just takes the win. Ya. You can do that. Y ya está. Pero siento que va a ser
Many
una pelea increíble.
many things we could do here, coño. But we at the end of it all, we all just want Carmelo's justice.
Yes.
You
So,
could he could have lost the title, it's fine, but he should be at Mania.
ya, definitivo.
That's the main thing of the whole discussion.
Algo que debemos hacer. Algo que debemos hacer, terminando cada breakdown de las peleas, ¿quién tú quieres que gane? No, vamos a hacer dos cosas. ¿Quién tú quieres que gane? Pero ¿quién tú crees que va a ganar?
Trick.
Tricky Trick en full.
Tricky.
I would like Melo to get it back. Porque a mí personalmente me gusta más Melo que Trick. Pero I think Trick is going to win it. Definitivo.
I got the thing that is gonna bother me if Trick wins and he's still the heel is that no more open challenge. That's gonna be one of those like you either make him barely defend it, because I'm pretty sure he could do a lot with the belt on Bang. It'll look good on him.
So, ¿tú crees que va a ser un double turn?
Yeah, I don't want Trick to be a good guy either.
Es que no creo que su personalidad no encaja con...
Every
No encaja.
every bad guy we like hearing, we don't want you as a good guy. We want you as the tweener,
Yo
like
creo que...
MJF and AEW.
Yeah, yo creo que contigo eso puede que tengamos el Open Challenge porque él puede ser un heel, pero básicamente tú puedes usar el Open Challenge para, like, to prove how good he is. O que simplemente lo obliguen a defenderlo, ¿me entiendes?
Por eso, but they never freaking do that. Those situations.
It's just an idea, pero...
Yeah, we always have these up and down times
Ujú.
when it comes to any of these titles.
Vamos a rogar que por lo menos Trick le meta. Vamos a ver.
Yeah.
Ok, continuamos con cuál sería el otro match que tú tienes. ¿De quién quieras hablar?
I mean, what are your thoughts on the 5-way ladder match?
Ok, 5-way ladder match que se viene siendo Penta, Javon, Rusev, Dragon Lee y McDonough, ¿verdad?
Yes, McDonald's.
Ok, yo creo que ya era hora. De verdad, ya era hora que el ladder match volviera. What was the last one? 32?
10 years ago.
10 years?
10 years exactly. Yeah,
10 years, 32. This should be an annual thing. This should be an annual thing. Y yo creo que escogieron excelentes participantes. Entiendo que McDonough está aquí por el hecho de que Finn va contra Dom, because if not, Dom would be in this match instead of JD.
Yeah, 100%. I wouldn't have wanted that either.
Me encanta que Penta es el campeón, él se lo ha gozado, la metió caña. Rusev to me is like the oddball, porque es el único que no es un high flyer, but you kind of do need en un match así, you always need a heavy hitter. Porque si tú ves, like, I think Kane was like the heavy hitter in previous ones en Money in the Banks. So, siempre va a haber un heavy hitter.
Yeah.
Pero qué bueno que no es un giant. ¿Me entiendes? Because the one that happened 10 years ago had a giant. And I've never liked the fact of a giant being in a ladder match. To me, it makes no sense. You don't fucking need it.
Yeah, hey, Big Show. What are you doing
exactly.
here?
This is not a match for you. Esto no es para ti. So, Rusev por lo menos, sí entiendo que él cabe aquí. Porque, aunque el contrallado es grande, es peposo, he is agile. Él es bien ágil. So, yo tengo la esperanza de que va a ser un match increíble. This is amazing. Una pelea increíble para showcase Javon. Javon va a ser, like, he gonna do some flippy stuff. Javon gonna flip. He gonna flip. Se va a tirar de la escalera. Se va a tirar para un montón de sitios. Javon is gonna flip out. Penta va a darle duro con Dragon Lee. Y con Rusev, like, Penta lo bueno es que a pesar de que él es rápido, él es peposo también. So,
Mhm.
tú tienes a él él tiene un buen combate para estar contra Rusev en cuanto a standoff y también con Dragon Lee en cuanto a agility. JD McDonough es bien sneaky. Ese va a ser el sneaky dude. Ese va a ser la serpiente que se va a tratar de meter por donde sea. Él es el único que en verdad es un sneaky heel, porque ahora mismo quiénes son los heels de este etapa. Ok, Penta es un face, Dragon Lee es a face, JD es heel, Rusev es heel, ¿verdad?
Yeah, well, basically, because
Y Jovan, técnicamente.
Devon's babyface.
Really?
Yeah, he's not a bad guy. The fuck?
No bad guy, pero es que pues yo no lo cuento como un full babyface porque como que para mí es medio cocky.
I
Maybe.
mean, that's just youngin though. So
Yeah.
your
Ok,
boy
está bien.
bouncy.
Yo voy bouncy. Está bien, está bien. No lo cuento full heel, pero tampoco lo cuento full babyface. Babyface. Ese es como que. Es que cuando estaba en el Rumble, lo vi haciendo un par de questionable things que yo decía como que. Este cabrón es malo.
I
Pero
mean,
nada.
I really don't remember the Rumble match at all because it was so dull by the end.
Me acuerdo de él, Mello y. ¿Quién diablos era el otro? Se me olvida el
Who
otro.
cares?
Ah, Oba. No voy a decirlo, no voy a decirlo. No voy a decirlo. Las tres bajas de.
Careful now. This is the
Por
debut.
eso, exacto, pero nada, el punto es que,
I'm happy all of them are getting except
yes,
Carmelo, but I wish all of them will get showcased.
exacto, pero ok, de verdad es que no hay mucho que pueda decir de esta pelea, yo siento que es como tú dijiste, una pelea que se tiró para hacerla y showcase the title and showcase the superstars. Ahora,
Mm,
si es por mí, yo paso directamente de esta pelea porque no hay mucho que decir de ella. Yo solo siento que va a
yeah,
estar bien peposa. This one has the chance of being match of the night, dependiendo la que. No, yo creo que es night one. Definitivamente tiene que ser night one.
they haven't announced the nights yet, but
No, pero
I could see
I can see this one being the opening. Como la de 21 era, 31, perdón. Was it 31? Yes, it was
I
31.
think this could open maybe night two
Could open night 2.
because I feel like Opa versus Brock should be your opener for Mania night one.
Yo creo que esa es la que va a ser el opener de night one.
Should that way you just start off with a bang, but I swear to freaking god if Brock wins.
Ok, vamos a hablar de esa, pero vamos primero a
Oh,
quién tú crees que va a ganar. Ok, las dos cosas. ¿Quién tú quieres y quién tú crees que va a ganar?
because this is what's interesting to me about this match. This is a 2K match I would make for
Yes,
fun.
definitely. Estos son los
And
randomizers que pueden salir en 2K.
yeah, and that's why I'm happy about the match. But it's just a nitpick of you could have done this for the US too. Either
Yes.
way, you could just throw shit at the wall and people accept it. People be
Un
like,
Moon
hell
Knight.
yeah, let's
Random
go.
bullshit.
Like shoot. But
Pero sí, yo creo que es que
I feel like this is for Javon to win, but I can't guarantee it. I'm not saying I
ok.
want him to win, but I feel like he would be the winner.
So, ¿tú crees que Jovan sería el ganador?
In fact, this is the because this looks like because this mania looks like a coming out party for
Yeah,
a bunch
it's
of the
true.
young up and comers like Oba,
Muchos
Tricky, and
están empezando. Creo que esta es la primera pelea de muchos en Mania.
yeah, a good couple of them. That's why I feel like this is for him to win, so that way he doesn't pin Penta necessarily.
Déjame hacer un cotejo. Cargill ha estado en Mania ya.
He was at Mania, I think, last year.
Y Vaquer.
Kara, this is her first. She was
Vaquer
at
is her
Stand and
first.
Deliver.
Javon is his first. Dragon Lee, yo creo que ya él ha estado en Mania.
No,
No ha estado en Mania,
I think he was in the main roster since last
pero no
year.
estuvo en Mania.
Yeah, I think
Trick
he's been on the main.
Mania. Lyra, yo creo que
Mania.
ya estaba en Mania, que el año pasado,
She won
¿verdad?
last year.
She won last
Lyra won
year.
last year.
Jacob, él estaba last year.
Yeah, he won the U.S. title last year.
Ok, pues Mania. ¿Qué tal de
And
las
Jade
dos
did
recas?
fight at Mania last year. She beat Naomi.
Ok, pues tienes entonces a Oba, tienes a Trick, tienes a Javon y Dragon Lee que dijiste. Y Stephanie.
Stephanie, JD McDonough.
JD McDonough
Yeah,
no está en un Mania.
he appeared, but I don't think he was in any
No,
matches.
like, man, we gotta fact check that. Hold on. Te voy a decir
Be
que este
su-
tipo
You'd be
has.
surprised.
No,
You
no, pero
really
por
would.
eso digo.
You really would be surprised. Like he wasn't in the Judgment Day tag team ladder match at 40 because it was still Priest and Balor.
Dame ver. April 2000 post Mania. No. Oh, he was injured. He was injured por Mass Mania, but he hasn't been in a Mania. O sea, él no ha peleado un Mania. So six people? Six
Give or,
people?
give or take.
Wow. Wow. Coño. Seis que van a hacer su Mania debut técnicamente.
Basically, because at the same time, yeah, this is a product of the card too. Is that they're struggling to fully sell out the place because there's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
tickets available, and we're only 3 weeks out.
True.
So it looks like behind the scenes they've tried to make stuff work, but at the same time they still don't take the risks.
They gotta start. Tienen que empezar. Okay, so tú dijiste que dice que tú entiendes que Javon puede que
I
gane.
think I think Javon's the winner,
Pero ¿quién tú
but
quieres que
I would
gane?
be I would be happy if JD actually was the surprise winner of
Really?
it.
I think that wouldn't be bad, but I would need him to actually defend the title.
But she
Like,
may or may not, because the Judgment Day is gonna look different after Mania.
it's
So
definitely gonna look different, but here's the thing. Could you see JD doing things solo? I know that when he was, what was his previous name? I forget.
Jordan Devlin
Jordan Devlin. Okay, so I did know the name. Um, so
was cruiserweight champ, I think.
he was a champ, and I think he has the potential to do because he has a good ability, but he has been so stuck up the Judgment Day's ass that it's gonna be very difficult to get him out. I'm gonna be very honest. I would, out of everybody, I think I would rather Penta keep the title because I think he can do more with it. But I think actually Rusev's gonna be the surprise one. I think Rusev may win
In
because
fact,
it's
Rusev's
been.
the least likely to win, is why. But
I think
it's
he
because
could.
he's the most like, just shove him right here.
That's the
Who in,
point. That's the
who do we
point.
have in the back? Who do we have
That's
in the
the
back?
thing. Like it's for like for example when Zack Ryder won, nobody expected Zack
I
Ryder to win.
no, they genuinely gave that shit to Zach.
Exactly. Even though he lost it the
Like,
next day.
let's have a moment. Fuck.
But the thing is that Rusev has potential. Rusev has talent. They need to get him back to what he was when he had the U.S. title. But he should win the Intercontinental one. He could do an open challenge because it would make sense. Because he would have an open challenge to beat the shit out of people, like the Mark Henry Hall of Pain thing. You feel me?
This is the problem. We have better ideas for them than the own company.
And I don't even watch it that much anymore. But I'm gonna start because of this podcast.
Oh, but this is basically like the point of when it comes to championships and being champion, we both understand that you should make them do it very often to make them look good.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Okay,
Because like JD, you're saying to get him out of the Judgment Day is hard, but
maybe
he's
give
a
him the title.
two-time world tag champ now. But
True.
both of those fucking times, it
He
was
didn't do
half a
shit.
year of doing nothing with them.
Exactly. So we
It's
need
like, well,
to like
damn,
if you're
and
gonna
no,
do something with these superstars, you really gotta do something with them. You can't just
you
let
gotta
them
let him
be.
cook because JD cooked in a couple of those tag matches, like the one
True.
where he got fucked up
Fucking it,
by his
yeah.
neck.
And he
And
still fucking fought. He still fucking
yeah,
get
he
up. He
finished
got
the
up.
match. I'm
He
like,
finished the
damn.
match, and he didn't faint until he reached the back.
That's exactly. That's I'm
My
like, God
hat
damn, I
has
would give you
always
this. I would
tipped.
give you this W.
Like
I would give you this
I
W.
will always tip my hat to JD McDonough for doing that shit and even throwing himself off the fucking cage in the War Games match to get an RKO by Randy Orton.
He's one of those dudes that you're like, you gotta get some gifts afterwards
You
because
gotta get something. You
you're
need your
you're willing to
flowers.
give your ass.
Yeah, you need the flowers.
Mhm.
But yeah, I liked your take. I think we both have pretty good takes. But Javon, I think it's too early. Really, it's too early. He needs to flesh it out. Penta, he could keep the title. He could do wonders with it. But I would like to see Rusev get a title run again to actually like be a dominant champion because we technically do not have a dominant champion, like an actual champion that will just kick your ass. Like we haven't had that since Gunther had the Intercontinental title,
God bless.
and I need that shit again.
Yeah.
I think it's just it warrants it. But just to give you the pointers, Jade Cargill. I want to go into her, but we're gonna talk about Brock versus Oba first. But just to give a point so I don't forget, Jade has had the title. How long?
November.
November. Bitch has done squat with it. I'm sorry, not mean to be mad, mean to Jade, because I'm sure this is not her fault. But they
It's
haven't
not.
done anything with her with the
Almost half the
title.
time, it's never their fault, really. But for real, it's almost half the time.
What I think
I
they're
say
trying to
that because I
do,
think Roman has
yeah,
enough credit now to say I don't want to do shit.
exactly. I think what they're trying to do, they're betting on Bianca returning, and I think what
The original
they're,
plan was Bianca
yeah,
versus
but she
Jade,
got
but
injured.
she couldn't heal in time. She's been out since last Mania.
Yeah, her finger, like I supposedly heard a rumor that she could lose the actual finger.
Supuestamente.
Pero
I think
Jade,
she's already healing
yeah.
basically.
What I think is Rhea's gonna take the title. The thing is, Rhea doesn't need the title. I think in this case, the title needs Rhea. The
Yeah,
title needs Rhea because I think what they can do. Jade has a faction right now.
stupidly, but yeah.
Honestly, we can talk about this one. This is gonna be very quick. Um, two things. If Bianca returns at Mania, I think she costs Jade the title. But if Bianca is not returning, Jade should retain, and they should try to work with her on setting up the stable she has, the faction she has, with the title, and have Bianca return to face her and the faction.
Yeah, just depends the
Yeah,
timetable. So
that's
we
what I
still
think.
don't know, and you could keep Jade as champ. I don't mind that,
I
but
don't mind her being champ, but if she's gonna be champ, they need to have her defend it.
basically, like you got it. You guys got to cook.
Yeah. So
And just leave her there.
in that match, I would want Rhea to win, but I think Jade's going to win.
Yeah, this is a thought I've had really that a lot of times the champ, how does this go? They book the title more depending who the hell has it on them.
Yeah, true.
So
They
like you
can
would book
depend
the
on
title a
Rhea.
lot more with Rhea
Yeah,
because
they can depend on Rhea more. And there's a lot of superstars who haven't had a shot at the title who would just benefit from having Rhea against them because WWE loves
SmackDown
mommy.
division kind of sucks anyway.
They can work around with it. Oba versus Brock.
Now,
Jesus.
now I want to start with this one by saying
Go ahead. Cook, my friend, cook.
that the first time I've ever said or have felt that I don't care if the heel or face wins because the heel did enough to say, "God damn, you earned this shit." Was Gargano versus Andrade at NXT Takeover? I think it was New Orleans
Think
or it was
so.
Philadelphia. One of those two. This match is not the case because I don't see Brock and Oba having like a 20-minute battle like Gargano and Andrade did.
Mm,
The last,
probably not. I think maybe they could get up to 10 minutes or 15 minutes. That's roughly what I think they could go.
you
Because,
asking for way too much. They're just
dude,
gonna have
they're
a
nah,
finisher. They're just gonna have a finisher match.
dude, probably, but Oba's a tank. Oba's a tank. and he can eat some like you can get some suplexes.
Yeah,
Oba, we already know
you're gonna get your suplexes, your F5s. You're gonna have Oba throw him like a ragdoll at some points.
exactly. That's what I want. I want to see Oba just throw like they could
Yeah,
break the ring
that's
if
why this should
for
be
all
the
I want. They
ultimate.
could break the wing. They could break the ring. They could break the
Yeah,
ring, and then just fix it for the next match. I don't care. Break the ring. I want
yeah,
them to break the ring.
they could cause a shitload of carnage in less than 10 minutes.
This match warranted to be the actual unsanctioned match.
Nah,
Cause these
nah,
guys,
we're gonna
nah,
have a blood
dude,
feud.
or like I don't care what they could call it. They need to go haywire. They are two massive forces of mass destruction. These two need to get out of the ring and do a lot of shit. They could break tables. They could throw like it should have at least be no DQ because they should like be hitting themselves with like the steps and stuff like that. They're just tanks. They're two tanks, war tanks going at each other.
I feel like they could semi do all of that even with DQ on, because you just put the stairs in there or whatever, or you just hit them into the stairs
Yeah, you can hit
outside
them
the
into the
ring.
stairs, but like just I just imagine Oba picking them up, or even Brock more likely to pick up the steps and just throw them at Oba.
Yeah, but yeah, we're both on the same page that Oba has to fucking win. This is the
Oba
most.
has to win. Oba
This
has
is
to
the most
win.
important result of the whole show, more than Roman versus Punk. This is the
But
most important result.
but and this is the thing.
I'll say it.
Oba should definitely win, but this is really a 50-50 because Paul Heyman stated that they felt that Brock should not lose
Oh, I
any
know.
match.
I've heard this, and
Yes, I
that's
fully.
why that's why this match specifically is the one I'm most nervous about,
Yeah.
because they've done this shit before.
I
They've
could.
broken my heart with this same
Yes.
motherfucker before.
Yeah.
I cannot stand it, and don't want to go through it a third time.
I think that the best thing they could do is have a hard hitting match. If Brock wins, it should be by the skin of his teeth. By literally us like I don't know shenanigans. Him hitting Oba in the balls because he's just like I can't do anymore. Something. Pero the thing is that I'm trying to cook up a scenario where he wins, but Oba still,
Too strong.
gets something. Like getting hit in the balls is not being strong, but they had to resort to that to beat you. I think that if he wins, if Brock wins, at least do a Cody thing. Like I know he lost against Cody, but him lifting his arm and stuff like that. I could see a passing of the torch. Even if Brock wins, I could see him like he should do the popular thing. Like if Oba's on the floor, Brock should give him his hand, lift him up, and actually like raise his hand. Like, dude, you gave me hell. I beat you, but you gave me hell. So I think they could do that, but I really want Oba to win. I really want Oba to win. I need Oba to win.
I'm still not happy with that end result. I don't care.
I know, but I'm giving you like benefit of the doubt if they actually decide to have
No, I
Brock
know,
win.
like you're trying to find the silver lining in a bullshit choice, in a
Exactly.
bullshit booking choice. You have to
I
make the
know.
bullshit clean.
I know.
But you know, I understand. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's so fucking easy, man. Just let him win.
Yeah, but it's Brock. It's fucking Brock.
Yeah, and
And
Brock also said that he wants to just let guys win now.
well, if he says that, good. Then hopefully he does it.
That's the thing. Like, I hate Brock Lesnar, but I hate him because of how he's booked, not the man himself. So, like, I feel like a lot of times he may have not had a choice in a lot
Yeah,
of his
true,
booking
true,
history.
true.
Like, hey, I didn't say I wanted to be out 3 months. They told me to. I'm like, okay, boy. that type of scenario.
I think
Like it,
that best thing you could do is just hope for the best, and hopefully it happens like Kofi tweeted, "Avenge us."
it's exact. Kofi was the first straw, and the Big E one, I swear, still fucking hurts me to this
The
day.
Biggie one.
You have a five-way fucking title match, and you make him pin Big E, the
Yeah.
champ. Come on, man. Could have had him pin Seth. Who cares? Or Kevin Owens. You had to make him pin
Uh
the actual
huh.
champ to make him look like crap.
So I
But yeah,
think
we both want Oba
we
to
both
win, and
want
we both
Oba.
think
Oba should win. Yes. Not think. We expect Oba to win. We expect Oba to win.
we demand Oba
We
to win.
demand Oba wins. If not, we riot. All right. Who's coming up next?
Let's do Seth versus Gunther,
All
because
right.
this is a full victim of circumstance. I don't know who you make win here.
Let me see something. So right now, injured. We have Rey Mysterio, who was supposed to face Gunther. We have Braun Breaker, who was supposed to face Seth. We have, actually, let me just mention the whole list that we have here right now: Bianca Belair, Jordan Grace, Rey Mysterio, Sheamus, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Chelsea Green, Kevin Owens, obviously, but he's been out for like almost a year now.
Yeah.
Piper Niven, Roxanne Perez, Santos
Roxanne came,
Escobar.
Roxanne came back yesterday.
Roxanne came back yesterday. This is an old. This is one day ago, literal. Xavier Woods. Zoe Stark. These are the superstars without counting Roxanne that are
Yeah.
injured right now.
God damn, Zoe been out for a hot minute. Shit.
Like a hot minute. Good point is, I think it's better that we have Seth versus Gunther rather than have a nothing at all,
Basically.
because they were not gonna do anything if they didn't put them together.
Yeah, like I was thinking if they would just randomly have put like Gunther in in like a multi-man title match just
Mm-hmm.
because they didn't have anything for Penta kind of. So I was just thinking like if they went that route, they just put Gunther randomly in there. It'll
I
benefit.
don't think you should drop Gunther back down. He should
Oh,
stay.
100% not.
He should
I was just
not
thinking that
be.
was an
Yeah.
idea that might have thrown.
Yeah, I think that Gunther right now has this whole moniker. Like, I would have guessed that they would try to have him go against Rey Mysterio to actually retire Rey.
That was the point. That was the point of the Dragon Lee feud, but with Razor Ribs.
I would definitely not have enjoyed Gunther retiring Rey, because Dom has to retire Rey. Dom
That's
needs to
another
retire
that's
Rey.
another rumor spreading about is that Ray has actually told them, told the people behind the scenes that he wants to officially retire this year, and supposedly in Italy.
But like, that would be what? Backlash?
Once it's
What?
the Clash in Italy, which is in
Clashing in
May,
Italy, yeah.
which is like, goddamn, please no, it's a little too soon.
A little too soon and a little too out of. Why so far?
I think he's just tired because he's been injured he's been injured 3 times in the last
Yeah,
year. I
true,
feel
true, true, true,
so. It's
true.
like, all right,
I
Jeff,
think
your stem cells are good. That's fair.
I'm done. It's like, I can move, but I think I shouldn't move anymore.
Stop, start. Like fuck it. I'm going. I'm staying home now.
Yeah, I think he has. He's so marketable that he can just retire now.
100%. He's done everything.
All right. So in that match, there's not really much to go on because they just did this yesterday.
Hmm.
I don't think I have a specific winner in mind. I think we need to, like, in this one, I'm gonna go with to be determined, because I really can't give you an answer of who I want to win, who I think should win, because we gotta see what they cook up in these 3 weeks. I think if we do this again by the time if we have the next Mania, or like the next Mania, no, perdón, the next Raw, we should definitely come up with something on, okay, so this is something we can Like maybe now I can give an opinion as to who should win. But right
Okay.
now I don't have anybody. I don't think I know. I could want Seth. I could want Gunther. I don't know.
Okay. So, due to circumstances that this match happened, I feel like Seth's gonna be the one willing to take the short end of the stick and lose to Gunther. But I'm pretty sure he might lose because I think I saw something this morning, but I don't know 100% because what a lot of fake news sites. But I think Braun Breaker is actually cleared now, but I guess they just made this match because they were, it was like a little, supposedly, they didn't continue through that because they didn't want to supposedly jump back into Seth versus Braun too soon.
Yeah, yeah.
So, so what I'm thinking now is that during the match, the ref is down, what have you.
Have him get in.
Braun comes in and spears the fuck out of Seth, and then Gunther just choke him out, and then Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, that I could see that happening.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it doesn't matter if you make Gunther win clean or not. I
yeah.
don't
He's the heel of the. In any case, he's the heel. Seth is technically
basically.
the face right now.
Mhm,
Um, if anything, if they don't do that, okay. That now that you did that, I think that you gave me an opening. If they do an interference where Braun spears Seth, Gunther should win.
mhm,
But if there's no shenanigans, Seth should win because Seth was the one who was attacked. So redemption for the attack, even though Gunther had nothing to do with it.
mhm.
Um, yeah, I could. Okay, so it all will come down to circumstance. If there is an interference, Gunther. If there's no interference and this is just a clean match, Seth.
Yeah, it's just a tough match to call because it's a good match on paper, but just due to circumstances,
They
we're
haven't
like, bro, I
faced
don't
each
know.
other, right? Like 1v1.
I don't
I
think
don't think so. And I think
I
that
really don't
this.
think
Yeah, I don't think they
they were
faced
close
each
to
other.
it.
They were close to, but they never. I don't think they've ever faced each other. At least in WWE, I think they haven't.
Yeah.
All right. So, are you joining me on the circumstance thing, Seth? If
Uh,
there's a clean match, Gunther. If there's shenanigans.
I guess I would. Okay, this was
Like I
really
said,
tough
it's really tough
because
right now.
everybody's against Seth, and Gunther is just a a clean slate
Yeah.
because the Vision could come in and start trying to fuck up Seth.
Yeah, I think they're. Then let's do this. Like at least for
Like
me,
the
I
odds are
want
too
Seth to
stacked
win.
against Seth to actually win in
I
my eyes.
because I like an underdog. I'm gonna go with Seth. That I would like Seth to win underdog wise, but I think Gunther's gonna win because of what you just said with the vision.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay, it's just a tough one, but
Right now we
like
can't call it.
it's just here, and it's like we'll accept either choice,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah. All right. You want to keep going with the none that's under?
And yes, we could breeze through a couple of these, like the women's fatal four way tag match. I have no picks.
I have no picks. I think I don't know much about irresistible
I
forces.
think they're gonna give the Bella Twins
Yeah,
the
I think they're
W
gonna
just
hit the Bellas
because.
because they've never won a tag team
Yeah,
championship and they're in the
let's make
match.
them happy. They're
Yeah,
Hall
make
of
them happy.
Famers. Let's
True.
give them the flowers.
I
Fuck it.
think we're gonna get the Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss split in this match. We could see shades of Bailey and Lyra do the same thing. But I think the Bellas are definitely they're definitely gonna be the winners.
Yeah, I feel like the Bellas is the safe bet, honestly.
Yeah, right now, and they're the actual pure tag team in this whole match. Irresistible Forces just joined up a bit a while ago to win the tag team titles, but they were basically singles competitors. The
Yeah, that's
Bellas,
everybody, puppy. That's
yes.
everybody. That's just how it be.
Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, singles competitors, Bailey and Lyra. But the Bella Twins, they're meant to be tag team champions. They're meant to be. They gotta get it.
Yeah, those
That's
belts were made for
yeah.
their for people like them, for the Sea Lawsuit, right? Because
So I
they've always been a tag team since they debuted.
and they've
Those
never had titles because there was no titles by the time where they were a tag team. Makes
Mhm.
sense. That makes sense to have them get a title. So for me, Bellas. I'm gonna go with Bellas. That I think they are going to win, and I would like them to win.
I don't want them to win, but I
I
think
want
they
them
will.
to win. I want them to win. Then who do you want to win?
I don't care.
Pues no seas pendejo y dime.
No, but like it's just that I'm looking like Bailey and Lyra Ward. Um,
They were
Lyra,
already. They don't need
they
it
were they everybody's in this match has held those belts minus the
except the
Bellas.
Bellas.
Yeah, so I'm like, well,
Dáselo a the Bellas.
again,
Fine.
I like the team of Charlotte and Alexa, but they're OP.
They're too OP. They're like two.
I
They
mean,
they
if you got
just beat.
Charlotte on your team, it's like, damn, you got credit.
All right, so Bellas.
I always like title changes on Mania just because it
True.
adds
There's
the
gonna be a
stupid.
lot. There's gonna be a lot of title changes. I'm
Uh,
keeping my pick on the Bellas.
well, now that you say that, maybe at least like half of them probably switch hands because I'm
True.
looking at a Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee.
I
Like,
think
yeah,
Becky's probably gonna win that. Becky's definitely like honestly AJ. I love AJ, but she's not featured as much right now. She's appearing because it's Mania season and all the part timers are showing up. But I think Becky should have the title again. But I think she should have the title again para perderlo. Para
oh,
perderlo pronto.
mm,
Porque de ella se lo. Okay, Becky is good. But I think now with this persona she has, she should go back to the main event scene. Porque esta personalidad que ella tiene, no la tenía cuando estaba en el main event scene. So I definitely should see her. I want to see her getting the women's title. Mientras you can give, qué sé yo, put the belt back on Lyra, put the belt, I don't know, Julia or somebody else, the youngsters, they could have it. Or you can have Bailey win it. I don't know.
mm. You mentioning Becky in the main event scene. I kind of don't want her to win because I wanted a feud for the. Well, I could see her versus Stephanie would be a fun match, but I don't think Stephanie's winning at Mania, sadly. So
So, pues, mira, like, if Stephanie goes back down, Becky wins the title, they could go for the title.
yeah.
It could be.
Either way, I do think Becky's gonna win regardless,
Yeah.
and AJ will just take another mini vacation because. Well, I don't. It's another one of those things where I don't know if you're the one choosing not to, or they're not choosing with the
Mm-hmm,
UCO.
mm-hmm.
It's those scenarios with all these legends coming back. Like I don't know, but
Yeah, I think, yo creo que hay un punto más específico de que Becky. I think the belt benefits more from being held by Becky than AJ.
you know, I suppose it just depends how often you can use it. Because Becky does help it with the whole Lyra feud and
Pero
the.
eso es lo que digo, que ella que también sea un transitional champion, pero no tiene que verlo rápido. Have her hold it back again, and then have her be like a month or a month and a half, maybe up to 2 months with the title, and then lose it to an up and comer. Maybe Roxanne could shift and go and see for fighting for the title.
Or Raquel, yeah,
Or
one of those
Raquel.
two would be good.
Raquel de verdad, she should be spreading out, and you said yourself, Judgment Day ain't gonna be the same after Mania, so I could see Raquel doing her own thing.
Like we could get if we reach Raw, we could get to that because with Roxanne coming back, there's like a mini plot hole potentially at the Judgment Day.
Yeah, exacto.
But continuing, we have a couple more matches here. Finn Balor versus Dom. I'm going with Balor because the title's on the line.
Yeah, I think. Okay, quiero que gane Balor, but I think Dom is the one that's gonna win by
So we can extend
interference.
the feud.
Yeah, they probably will extend the feud. You could extend this feud. They could
We've
have go
extended
like,
it 9 months more than we had to.
but an actual like have they fought each other like properly. Like they haven't fought each other como tal.
Yeah,
So
and
they could
probably it would
extend
be
it con una
then
pelea de
putting
verdad.
JB in the shit.
Yeah,
JB North.
JD no va a estar disponible porque JD va a estar peleando, pero I could see Raquel or yeah, Raquel is the only one that I don't see in an actual like and Roxanne. They're not in a match. They could come in and do something to make sure Finn doesn't win.
Yeah,
So
it
I
could go
think
either way.
it could go either way,
There's
but
no
I
wrong
think
answer fully with this match. 'Cause either way, you'll have rematches
yeah,
probably.
I think it's gonna be Dom, but I want Finn to win.
Uh, Now let's go with so this one. I think we have like three matches or four, give or take. We have Jacob versus Drew. I'm going with Jacob, but it's just because I know some behind the scenes shit.
What's up?
Yeah, Drew's gonna go film Highlander
Highlander. Oh yeah, I know that too. Yeah,
after
true.
Mania, so it's like,
Makes
well, you
no
get that.
sense for him to win this. Well, it could go both ways. He could win it and then just go away, be like, ah, ya yo gané, olvídate, que no necesito estar por aquí, me voy a tomar unas vacaciones después de ganar. But you
Yeah,
still have the storyline about who attacked Jacob Fatu.
which at this point they may have never answered.
Yeah, pero if they do, Jacob should be the winner, like stand tall, then maybe have an interference on the Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton match.
Andy, I found out it was you, you son of a bitch.
Exactly. Maybe he will find out it's Randy. It was Randy, and he tries to like Jacob could do the thing where he tries to attack the challenger, but actually helps the challenger win, like he did with
First time.
he did with Cody, right? It was like Drew was the
Yeah.
champ. Drew was the champ. He went to attack Cody, but Cody ended up winning. I'm like, huh? Was that supposed to happen? And
But
I'm
yeah,
like, he
Jacob
could do
should win.
that. Yeah, Jacob should
Jacob
win.
should win, gets the rub.
Yeah.
He continues his climb up the ladder.
And
Good bit.
honestly, Drew doesn't really need the like Drew has lost quite a few matches, but Drew has this presence about him that he can eat a few losses and still be okay because people are still rooting for him.
He can. I feel like the problem is that Drew's eating too many at this point, which is why when he won the title, it's like, yay! That's kind of a consolation prize.
Yeah, true.
So I was like, fine, but especially it made him look dumb. Fucking screwing over Jacob and Cody and Randy, and many times just that get like if the fucking chamber wasn't yearly, that would have been the chamber match, basically.
Yeah.
But no, we need to have a contender instead of just tournament or some crap. But yeah.
All right.
Anyways,
So
I believe
Jacob.
Jacob is gonna win and should win.
Yeah, same. I think yeah, I'm gonna stick with that.
Entonces, check. Ah, Jay Cargo versus Rhea, we already
Yeah,
discussed.
we
Cody
discussed.
versus
Did we hold
Randy.
on? Did we discuss Stephanie versus Liv?
No, yeah, my I, I'm not happy with either of the build for this
No.
completely.
Many of the builds of these matches haven't been great. Let's be honest, they haven't.
Mhm.
But Stephanie, I've heard that like they've been going at each other with their promos, so at least that's good. Stephanie,
It,
I think Stephanie. Well, okay, I want Stephanie to win, but I think Liv should, and I'm saying should win because of the Rumble win. Cause
mm.
like you can't keep like giving me Rumble winners and them not winning at Mania. I
I
just,
love that.
I
I
just,
love that
it's
take.
it can't just, you can't keep. What's the fucking point of of winning the Rumble?
Okay,
Bragging
back.
rights? I won the Rumble. Oh, but
I
then we
mean,
get
it's an accomplishment. Back in the day,
nah.
the percentage was higher, but like I feel like after 2010, the percentage kind of now split into half
Hablando
almost.
claro, at this point, I would just have the actual Rumble be for the freaking title. De verdad. Cause like it's just like I know it's been happened just like a few times, but come on. If you're not gonna give the actual Rumble winner the main event, first of all, not give. I know this is the women's, but and they very few are the main event.
Mhm.
But if you're gonna give, who was the male Rumble winner? I forgot.
Tribal chief.
Okay, Roman. Good. Mira que tanto importa el Rumble que mira aquí que no me acuerdo quién diablo ganó el Rumble. Este, um, so but he's getting the main event not because he won the Rumble. He's getting the main
Yeah,
event because he's Roman fucking Reigns.
exactly. Which is why you didn't need to give him the fucking win because you would have had
Exactly.
this spot anyway.
Exactly. So I'm like, okay. I want Stephanie to win, but at the same time, I really think Liv should win. Liv needs to win. We need to have the Rumble winner win the Mania match.
I agree. I agree with that take. It's just that at this point, you've had Stephanie be champ since shit. I think it's been like since September, and you haven't done much with her at this point. So it's like
It's the
just
same
start
thing
over.
as Cargill. Like a lot of
Um.
them have to. They gotta go back from the ground up and cement themselves as actual supers. They okay. The thing is with these superstars is that WWE got too crazy with them and didn't let like flesh them out. Vaquer was insane in NXT and everything, but when she came up to the roster, she became so commercial.
mm,
Everything is
that's
Devil's Kiss. Everything is Devil's Kiss. Like I'm. It's a fun spot, but she's
yeah.
more than that. She's more than that.
The funny thing about Stephanie too is that she, when you realize she's been in the company for a little over, like maybe less than a year and a half.
Yeah,
Because I remember she was in NXT Deadline in that Iron Survivor match that Julia won,
yeah.
and then like 2 months later she was North American champ,
Like she's
and then
been going like ato brincando. She's been hopping, hopping, hopping.
she basically had a fantastic year. Like she skyrocketed all the way to the top. It kind of feels like you did it too soon, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad. I don't want to use that as the negative because sometimes you should just gamble. And if it
Yeah.
didn't stick, try again later.
Nah, exactly. So I think in any case, like I was saying, also, yeah, Stephanie needs to, for me, Stephanie needs to like start from the ground up, at least in the main roster, which I think
Mhm.
that going back to the point that you had, her going against Becky, if Becky wins the title, would be
That would help her
wonderful.
a lot.
It would be
That would help her
wonderful.
a good chunk.
She can actually like flesh out and break like she had the North American title, fine, but this is the main roster, so it would
She
benefit
had the world
her
title too.
exactly. But still, this is the main roster. She has the world title right now, but I think that having them or fighting for the mid card title would benefit her more because she's not in the main spotlight. She can work around being a champion. She can practice being a champion. And when she feels more comfortable, pop her up back up to the world championship seat.
Yeah. The main roster where you lose all your XP points from NXT.
Pretty much.
that
It's a hard
was it.
reset. It's a hard reset.
I commented that on Twitter when it came to everybody mad that Fraxium hasn't done shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they lost all their XP.
True.
But yeah, so I say start fresh again. Yeah, it's an underrated thing of because you notice WWE doesn't do it too much, but Jey Uso is that example of they tried, it didn't work out. Fuck it, they at least tried it,
Yeah, Jay, I didn't like his world title run.
but at least
Uh,
they tried.
at least they tried. And he works as a mid card title holder. I'm gonna lie. He works at it. But not a main champ. De verdad. His peak is mid card title. De verdad. I wouldn't
We'll
try
hold
it.
on to that for later. But now the main event of night one, probably Cody versus Randy. I have no idea who I want.
I have an idea. I have a take. I have a take.
You have a prediction or something you want to happen?
Um I have. I can count it as. Can I count it as both? Like, I can. Let's. Okay. Not that I don't really want it to happen. Like, or I don't. I think it's more like I don't mind if it happens. Um, if Cody wins and stays the champ, there needs to be a double turn. Randy needs to go back as face, and Cody needs to turn heel.
Mm,
I don't think Cody should stay as a babyface. Like I know he's the face of the company and he's worked wonders. But if you're gonna keep Cody as a babyface, put the title on Randy. Give him number 15 and Cody should be chasing the title. He should lose again. Go out Randy can start facing, I don't know, young talent, trying to flesh him out, be better. But if you want Cody to stay champ, they should definitely have a double turn. Or, I mean, you don't even need a double turn. You can literally work both of them as heels because they're
mhm,
strong as heels. Just have Cody turn heel as well. Like be a heel on heel type of thing where Randy wants to do heel stuff and Cody just ain't taking shit and he does it instead. He goes full on Thanos, fine, I'll do it myself.
mhm.
So I think I gave like three scenarios.
Oh,
Cody
that scenario
Cody
is enough for to satisfy me that he
yeah.
has to Cody could win, but it has to be by cheating.
Yeah. Cody could win. Uh, but to me, in both cases, Cody has to turn heel. If you notice, the two takes I have of Cody winning
Oh yeah, it's the
is
only
is the
that
only reasonable. It's the only reasonable thing. Cody needs to turn heel to keep the title. Randy can either turn babyface again, but I'm like, you turn heel just to turn babyface. I would rather have him as heel either way. Eh, but basically like están los dos like going at each other's throats because a heel versus heel it still works because at the end of the day the people are still rooting for Randy even though he's a heel. We need to the WWE needs to get into the idea that people don't care about heels or faces anymore. They care about the superstars and the character they're presenting. At the end of the day, they ain't gonna give a shit about if this guy's a bad guy. If I want to root for this guy, I'm gonna root for this guy. So just have him be heelish. Have him do whatever they want. And a Cody Rhodes, a heel Cody Rhodes in the WWE. That's something we haven't seen. It's not gonna
Mhm,
be the same as the AEW version or the indie version. It's gonna be a PG-13 type guy.
mhm.
But it's still gonna be interesting to see. But give me Randy, who's a fleshed out heel, who is a proper heel in this WWE world. They can work off each other properly. Randy can see a side of Cody he's never seen. Personally. I mean, because he probably seen him in the indies. But we are going to be able to see Cody in another light. And I think it would be wonderful. If you want to keep Cody as a face, he should drop the title.
Yeah, uh, that's my issue is that he's reaching the John Cena aspect of you've had the belt already a couple of times, and you're kind of stealing. I don't want to call him Cody Hogan tampoco, not like
No, no,
that,
no,
but
no, 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 no.
like you know what I mean. Like you've been on this spot now a bit too long. We need
Yeah,
something. We need something
we
else.
need to like necesitamos hacer el rotisserie chicken and just keep it moving.
We need Jacob up here. Fuck it.
We need fresh blood.
We need somebody. Because that's the problem with Cody también is that Cena lost a shitload of times,
Yeah,
very
and he
frequently.
still came up.
Okay, and my point is that Cena, you could see Cena lose, Cody still looks like it's hard to see him lose because he
No, pero
rarely
que y al
loses.
principio, basically he's going through the same thing, like you're saying, the same thing as Cena, because in the beginning, when he was Super Cena, it was a surprise to see Cena lose,
Hmm.
but
But
you could still make him lose.
oh, yeah, but Cena did lose more times than Cody has, essentially, or he's gotten
Um,
maybe beaten up more than Cody has, basically.
um, man, déjame ver.
I'm not a a record where I can remember how many times he lost, but Cena, like, remember one thing. When did Cody come back? He came back in 20
21?
2021,
22? 22.
22. So
22.
we've had Cody for 4 years in the WWE. Super Cena really happened like fully fleshed. I associate Super Cena with the year 2010. That's where I really associate Super Cena. De verdad que Super Cena was a force to be reckoned with from 2010 to roughly 2016, 2017. You would see John Cena lose, but you would see him win more. And he would win scenarios where he should not be winning.
Hmm.
So I think we are like right now we're in the point where yes, we're seeing Cody win a lot, but we're still entering like we're still in Super Cena type shit. So
Hmm.
Cena en todo caso, he started losing when it was his like fifth year as Super Cena por ahí, where he started like noticing, okay, I gotta start letting the kids do all the work. But he still took a while. So I think right now, Cody, I don't associate him with Cena that much. Um, I can see it, pero a la misma vez, I think he still has his own type of way of going. I do think Cody exaggerates the way he beats an opponent. He tries to make it like I'm the underdog beating the difficult challenge, pero at the end of the day, it's still the same. So if you notice, I don't know if you ever noticed this, but there was a point, I think it was last year or the year before, where almost every Cody match, every pay-per-view Cody match would end with the triple crossroads or at least a double crossroads, like back to back to actually win.
Yeah,
I hated that. I hated that because I was like, dude, like you don't need to do all this. You're giving the opponent like the strength that they're like he's trying to make them look strong, but unfortunately, as you do it so much, Cody looks weak. Cody looks weak because it's basically like, oh, I gotta keep hitting him and hitting him and hitting him until he stays down. You don't need to do that with everybody. You don't. I understand doing it with Brock. I understand doing it with Roman. But there was other matches where he did not have to do that and he did it. So I see Cody in a different light, but at the end, I think still he's done so much as a face that we need to see him. We should not do a repetition of what Cena is. We don't need another Cena.
exactly.
We don't need another Cena. We need a Cody. Like we need somebody who creates their own persona. Cody has his own persona. He can dabble with heel and face. He's shown he can do both. Because there's a lot of superstars where you're like, I like him more as a heel. But there's other superstars you're like, I like him more as a face. And there's other superstars you're like, I like him as both. Randy is one I can enjoy as both. I love him more as a heel, but he works as both. He can do both. And that's what like Triple H was one who was also a good face and a good heel. So there's a superstar who can do it. I think they need to pull the trigger on Cody so he doesn't become a John Cena wannabe. He does not need to become a John Cena wannabe.
Basically, that's just my concern is that he's reaching like Cena similarities more
Yeah,
frequently
I
now.
understand.
Yeah, so like I want you to avoid that. So maybe go for lose the belt and maybe go for Raw's one. Go after Punk. That'd be fun.
Yeah, it could be interesting. Maybe have a shake-up, superstar shake-up.
Uh-huh. Because that Dead A title connected to him, you have the similarities to Cena where it's extra hard to get you to lose this belt now.
Yeah, they need to shift them up.
And you're not gonna give many other up and comers a huge chance because it'll look like they definitely want to win.
Yeah. So, want Randy to win?
Uh, that's a that like damn it. When we had this
I'll
all,
be
we could
very
have had a
honest.
multi-man. We could have had something else.
I want Randy to win. I want him to get 15. He should not be tied. He should at least have 15. He doesn't have to beat Cena, but he should have 15. He needs to get out of the tie with Triple H.
I just pick Randy just because I want Cody to
I want Cody to
take a break.
lose. I want Cody
Take
to
a
lose and get out of the spotlight for a while. He'll probably have
basically
one more match for trying to get it back, but he'll still lose it. And then he can move away. Maybe go
that
against Jacob.
also that also adds because Randy losing is more probable than Cody losing
True.
after Mania, right? So
Yeah.
you have Randy feud with a bunch of new people, and it'll be fresh.
And then somebody else who's an up and comer, maybe Jacob, could come and take it. I don't know. Jacob's still too early, but
Yeah,
maybe
and
Oba.
I mean, whatever brand he's on, shit, give
Yeah,
him
true.
skyrocket him to the fucking moon.
True. So now we have left
Our main event.
our main event: the Zebros facing each other.
It's Zebros.
The Zebros.
That Zebro shit. They edited that out of the clip.
No, I love that. I love that because
They
I
cut
really.
that out of the Netflix clip.
It's so funny because I watched the movie like I think the day before the actual Raw. And I'm like, hey, it's Robin and Punk, the Zebros. And then when he said the Zebros, I'm like, hey, I know there's that reference. So basically, this this feud has fallen off.
Bien cabrón. Okay,
I,
you mentioned earlier, like, oh, good, Stephanie and Liv are at least doing promos with each other. There's a limit to how much you could say
yeah, honestly,
before it starts sucking.
they didn't have to, like, they're still talking and talking. They should just, they talk one promo, give them a break, have them show up, beat each other up, or do something, or do different types of promos. Don't have them face each other all the time. Qué sé yo, si.
Back in the day, you would have this random tag matches at least and such.
Yeah.
If you notice right now on Raw, neither of them are having matches
No, they're just
just to make
talking.
sure they don't get injured.
Yeah, I think that's the point. But you can work with that either way. You could have them do like a brawl, a small brawl backstage. They probably won't ever do that, but have a brawl. They could have, for example, Punk calls him out, and Roman's like on a plane or in a car, and just call him via video chat, like, "Hey, I didn't gotta be there because you ain't worth my time." Stuff like that. Like you can just work with it, but I don't know. Like they came off of that amazing promo they had in their first face off, and then it just went downhill.
After the dead dad comments,
After the dead
it went
dad
super
comment.
downhill for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, true. Exactly. I really don't have a lot to say about this match. I really, at this point, this is like I care more about Cody versus Randy than Punk versus Roman. I really don't care about this match. I love them both. I do. But I could care less who wins. I would rather, but I could tell you I would rather Punk win because he's a full timer, technically, rather than Roman because he's a part timer.
100%. I want Punk to win just because Roman's a part timer.
I think Roman would. The case for Roman winning is he's not had the world heavyweight title, but I don't want him to just win it and disappear.
That's the exact problem. Like anybody that wants Roman to win forgets he's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
it's like if you cheered Brock Lesnar during that Mania build. It's
And
like, like no, I
it's not
never cheered for this
something.
motherfucker.
It's not something you can work around because you can't have Roman win the title and then just vacate it because it's like I just wanted to win it. Like, what's the point of the match if he's not gonna win it? If he's not gonna stay with it, like, what's the point?
No, if he did that, that would do massive damage to the fucking belt too. That's a
Yes.
horrible choice.
What more damage do you want from him calling it the second tier title? He
I
called
can't
it the second tier
think
title.
so.
He already has that. I don't know why he's fighting for the title. He thought it was a shit title.
Oh, okay, that's exactly the problem with the beginning of the feud too. He said, I'm not facing you at Mania. I'm not choosing you because I want the title.
I
I'm
choose because
choosing
I
you
hate
because I
you.
hate you."
I'm like, okay, cool. You didn't need to face him at Mania just because of that. Fuck it. Pero que pues, era Cody versus Roman again. I'm like, no.
I like the.
All right, Roman. I think he's probably gonna win, but I want Punk to win.
I kind of, again, because of this build, I feel like we have a way for Roman not to win.
There's a way, but I think he's still gonna win. But I
Like
don't
I
want him
think,
to win.
again, the feud, again, because of this, the feud stopped being about them and became about Jay.
Yeah.
Ahí es que yo digo, okay, that in this case, Jay has to cost Roman the title,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm okay with. Fuck
If
it,
that happens, I'm good with it.
basically.
And Jay should be turning heel already. What are we waiting for?
Yeah, because yesterday, this will go into the Raw part if we even get to it. uh,
We're like an hour and a half already.
are we? I thought we were at 2 hours at this point.
No, we're an hour and a half. We can talk a little bit about the matches, like the Raw thing.
There's not, there's not much to talk
No,
about. But
just to
anyway,
have the
just to
yeah.
get to it, I was thinking how Jay, like, how do you fit the Jay stuff perfectly? And the first spot was he's gonna lose the tag titles to the Vision, which they did yesterday,
Yeah,
which in a very comedic way, no less. But
by speed. He got help by
yeah,
speed.
nice speed. Yeah, para colmo, freaking two Pokemon YouTubers were right behind Speed, and it's because they're friends with Logan Paul.
Quit being.
And I recognized them because I watched some of their stuff. I was like, well, damn. And the garden and everything, bastards.
And they're like, I know you. I know you too. I know who you are.
I know one of them isn't a wrestling friend up overseas, so
I'm a bit.
I was like, well, shit, how you got here? But as I was saying, the first step was the tag titles. But I thought it would have to be that either Jay indirectly causes the loss. I can't remember what my idea was now. Fuck. It was basically like Jay incidentally screwed himself out of the titles. Then he's like, "Fuck it, I don't care about these belts." Like he said last week, anyway. I don't care about no damn tag titles. And from there, you could have. This could have been part mania planning now because now I'm jumping into different topics at once. Let me just go
Don't
back to
worry.
the.
Go. No. Go. Because we.
I'm going to many trains here. It's because originally, well, not originally, but rumor last month, Anarchy, they wanted at least 14 matches on Mania.
Okay.
So 7 each night. We're at 12 right now.
Yeah.
So
They could
so
add
you
two
have
more.
two slots potentially remaining. Unless they want to add more, but they can if they felt like just, you're cutting time.
They could
But
have probably LA Knight versus Logan. They
okay,
could.
this is the first. This is the newest match that may likely be happening now,
Yeah, that's why.
and
Yeah.
it's the Vision and Speed versus Knight and the Usos, which is like, bruh,
I mean,
okay,
I think because Speed did say he wanted to be featured in Mania, and I think that they're just giving this to him because he's been training. He's been
no,
training.
okay. That isn't even the point. The point is that they want to use his popularity to sell tickets.
True, true. I
It's
understand
like,
that.
okay, shit, let's do this then. Let's put that together.
I
Like,
mean, he
fine,
could end
whatever.
up surprising us. Let's be honest. He could end up surprising us. He is an athlete. Speed is
Oh
an
no,
athlete.
I should know que pele. It's just, it's clearly that we want to boost more ticket sales.
Mm-hmm. They
We
need
put
it.
this popular streamer. And if he does good, great. But this isn't a Mania caliber match either.
Exactly. I understand that. But honestly, if
Yeah, at
Snooki
least
could
LA
have a
Knight's on the card.
match, Speed could
LA
have
Knight's on the card, yay! Because it looked like he had nothing to do either.
a match. Yeah,
Thank,
true.
thank God it wasn't against Brock. Because
I
I don't
believe
know if you knew that they were going back and forth on who should face Brock.
if either LA
One of
or
the options
Nova.
was Knight.
Yeah,
One of the options was Knight.
I
That would have been
couldn't
more.
see that happening.
He would have got squished.
Definitely.
He would not win,
He would not.
sadly. That's one of the matches on the table. That's likely the most confirmed. The other matches that have been semi built up was Asuka versus Io was maybe because they wanted originally 5 women's matches
Mm-hmm.
and they have 4. Wait, did they have 4? Yeah, they have 4 already. Okay, so one of the room matches was Asuka versus Io Sky. So
Which
Io could be
would
on the
have been a
card.
banger.
Nice Io could have been on the card, which would have been nice, but parece que that ain't happening.
There's a
Maybe
possible
still.
another women's tag. I mean, they could end up doing another women's tag where maybe they have Kyrie and Asuka in it, and they actually do the split because they've been meaning to split.
Yeah, but that looks like it might be on the chopping block. Another was the Americanos fighting each other.
I
Thank
wanted that
God,
to
thank
happen.
God that thank God that's on the chopping block.
I wanted that to happen, but it shouldn't happen in Mania.
Exactly, it
It
shouldn't.
happened in
That's
Triple
why
A.
I'm like, they'll do it probably in AAA because he's a babyface over there, so it would fit
Yes.
better at this point because the
Yeah. True.
Americans don't care too much about it.
Yeah.
Either way, the other current match, the other third possibility was Julia versus Tiffany for the U.S. title.
That would be nice.
Those are like now the last 3 potential matches that may or may not be added.
Oh yeah, verdad. The U.S. women's title is not featured, right? There's no, yeah.
No, it's not.
No, that makes sense that they would. Man, if they add it, I think it would be great if they add it.
Yeah, I think it's the 6-man tag, the Vision and Speed, and I think that match. I think those 2 are the last additions, probably.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go that way. Mania is looking to be a stacked card, honestly.
Yeah, just some questionable decisions, por como quiera.
It's true, but it's Mania. What are you gonna do?
But back to the Punk and Roman thing, because of this Jey Uso shit, I had some fantasy booking in my head, and now I don't recall. I really don't recall because I had a good idea, and it completely left my head. Like I was thinking if Jay, if okay, this is an idea I had in case they didn't do the 6-man tag because I didn't know Speed was gonna be so integrated beforehand. Is that Jay and Jimmy lost the titles in the street fight. Ikomo Jay would say, "Fuck the tag titles. I thought you could have done Jimmy and LA Knight versus the Vision at Mania. It's just another throwaway match, como basically. Just have another title match. It's not happening, which was for the best, maybe. But and from there, you could have had Jay cost Roman afterwards.
Yeah, I think that either way, they should probably be. They should be in the card in any fashion. They should just be presented
Basically.
because
And they got a new entrance music. And the Usos got
that's
new entrance
true.
music.
That's true. I
So,
think there's a good chance that we see what you're hinting at, and I wouldn't be opposed to it. I just want them to be also featured in the card. I want them to be able to have this because I'm gonna be honest. The last few manias, I have not enjoyed them as much as anybody else. So I really want to have a mania where I feel like, okay, this was worth so much. I think they did amazing.
not since 40 will you get that feeling, probably. Last year, they had some gems in there, but
But the card in general was not great. 40 was
Yeah,
like end
like
game
this year the
230
card
minutes
looks a
Infinity
million
War.
times.
Like it was amazing.
The card this year looks a million times better than
The
last year's.
card like I said, it looks stacked. It looks stacked, and they have the potential to make one of the greatest WrestleManias in a long time. So let's see what they do with it.
Screwy finishes in both main events.
That I would be so pissed off. I'm okay with one just getting a screwy finish, not both.
I mean, if I have to have one, let it be Roman versus Punk, and Punk wins.
That's true. At least that one. I'll take that one, if anything.
Because if I have to choose, I'd rather Punk keep the title than give it to a part timer.
Agreed. I think I have to agree with you on that. But I think the likely one to have, if both of them are up for the point of having a shenanigans, it's gonna be the Randy Cody one. But I want the Roman and Punk to be the one.
I mean, when we say shenanigans or screwy finish, I feel like that always involves interference. And
Yeah, that's
Randy's
what I mean. That's what I mean.
teasing somebody,
Yeah,
whoever the
he's
fuck.
teasing somebody getting involved, so there's a chance it's gonna be the Cody and Randy one. Maybe it's
Uh,
Ted. I don't know. I don't think so. Would be stupid if it was Ted DiBiase, but good chance it could be. Either way, if not Ted, it could be somebody else, but I don't know who it would be.
who knows? Because after yesterday's Raw, they're now like teasing authority shit. Like people think it might be Shane McMahon beforehand anyway.
Why the fuck would it be Shane? Why?
Because wrestling has more than one royal family.
No. Fuck that. It should be somebody else. It'll be somebody else. I don't care. Whole royal
That's
family thing. Fuck that. Ahora viene es Triple H. De toda la persona, it's Triple H.
that's another theory people are having now. So,
Oh,
fuck
okay, so I'm not that far off. Okay, good to know.
yeah, because if in case you didn't know, part of the beginning of Raw, Stephanie McMahon suddenly showed up.
Yeah,
Cody's
there's a
promo.
chance. There's a chance. There's a chance.
I was like, oh boy,
I'm like, oh no. Oh no.
oh boy. But so, to put a pin on the initial Punk and Roman thoughts, I want Punk to win. I prefer Punk to win because he's easier to beat than Roman. También, it's the same
That's
scenario as
true.
Cody.
Es verdad. It's
Like if
true. It's
these two
true. You got
guys
a
are
good
too
point.
fucking strong to beat, or you never see them get pinned, then let the guy that's easier to pin take the pin.
Yeah, exacto. Así que
Because
just
we want fresh faces to be champs, and you have to give those opportunities.
yeah, they gotta work with it. They gotta try. Let's hope
And you could
they actually listen to the fans instead of doing whatever the fuck they want.
more or less they do both. So like you can see Braun Breaker beat Punk. You can see Oba Femi squash Punk. Hell, Oba might kill Punk if he does
Oh,
that
might
fucking
murder him. Yeah,
fucking hey. Fall from grace. Shit. Sent him to hell.
exactly. Fall from heaven to the hell. Okay, I think that I think that's good on all the takes we had in regards to everything, both Mania and also Raw.
I think the longest argument was Trick Williams and Sammy.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that one was the longest one. We went ham on that. I think that was the first one, wasn't it? It was the first one.
Like, that is the most
It
controversial because it's like
is. It
you
is.
could
It
book
is. It
randomly
is.
here. Why couldn't you do that here?
Yeah, yeah. Pero pues, either way. So, I think this is a good set amount for the pilot, and hopefully we can work the kinks as we go on.
You could
Uh
basically just call this Red Mania preview.
Mania preview. Hell yeah. All right. I'm gonna leave it here. We're gonna leave it here. Hope y'all enjoy Kayfabe Island. Hopefully we get to do this on a weekly basis. So catch us maybe next Tuesday after Raw. So y'all take care. Josh, you want to say something?
Deuces.
Later.
Later.